I'm going to use several different apps and walk you through how I've done this. Um, Even on long, long bike rides, like 100-mile bike rides, how I've been able to ride in unfamiliar places on safe roads and have turn-by-turn instructions in my ear. So the first place I start with the Ride with GPS program. So I'm on ridewithgps.com. So let me go to the main website. So Ride with GPS, I'm logged in. You may need to create an account. But what you want to do is click on Plan. And on the plan, you want to plan out your route. Now, you need to try and obviously plan a route that is, well, safe, right? So you want to plan a safe route. So I'm going to start somewhere near where I live. I live in a town called Lake Forest, Illinois. Not that important where I start. So let's say I live right here next to Lake Forest College. I don't, but I live relatively close. So that's the beginning of where I would ride. Now, wait a second. How do I know that's a safe place to ride? So what I do is I open up another tab. And in this tab, I'm going to do a Google search for the Strava Global Heat Ride Map. So here's the website that actually has been moved. Yeah, so this is a map. Now what's really cool about this map is it's where people have ridden and it's been uploaded to Strava. So note labs.strava.com. So I'm going to zoom in on where I live in the Lake Forest, Illinois area. So here I am on both maps. So this is the Strava map right here. And notice the red lines. That's places that people tend to cycle. If they don't ride those roads, then I'm going to say they probably aren't as safe. The red color here is indicating that it's the darker the red, the more people have ridden that particular spot. So on my map here, notice I put a starting point right here. And I'm going to move it up. And let's say I'm going to ride my bike to a little town called Lake Bluff. After I double tapped on this place in Lake Bluff, what you might notice here is that it's drawn a map for me, trying to keep me on bike paths and such. And there are bike paths around here. It's following a particular bike path, and it's got a route for me. But I want to, travel on nice, safe roads. So I'm going to go back to the Strava Global Heat Map, and I was up here somewhere in this little town called Lake Bluff. And now let's say I want to go across on this nice red line over to, say, this road. What I'm doing is I'm trying to draw the route, right? So I'm going to draw this route over to here. Double tap, and there I am. It's got me there, and actually I just messed up, and so there is a way to just undo one of the steps. I just undo the last step. So I can continue just basically going back and forth between this map and this map, and I can draw the course. So let's say, in this one, I want to so zoom in to it, and all I want to do is I want to just go from here to here. I now have my route. So let's say this is my route. And this route, this can be a tedious process. Maybe this is going to take you, 15 minutes if you're trying to do a route. I did a route that from near my home where I rode 102 miles basically due west along country roads that I didn't know existed, frankly. But I stayed away from highways and I was safe. So anyways, now I've got this, and now what I need to do is I need to save this route. So I need to save the route. So over on the left, there is a save button. Okay, give it a name. I'm going to say test route, etc., etc. This is as a trip? Sure. I'm going to say save. I'm going to view my route. The key is I need to actually now get the route into different format. And now at this point, I need to export over here, export the route. All right, and most of them are going to be just fine, but I'm going to choose a GPX one. That doesn't matter. So, and then what it's going to do is it's going to let me save the file, the GPX. So I'm going to just say save file. And what it does, I'm using a Macintosh computer, and so what it's doing is it's putting the files in my downloads computer. So now this is a very important step. I need to somehow get this onto my phone. So I need to actually use another program called DropBox. So I'm going to just drag this to my free DropBox account, drag it right there, and it's going to copy it on to DropBox. I think it did that. Now I'm going to copy it into my DropBox account. and it's there. Now what I need to do is I need to get away from this and I need to use my phone. So now I'm on my phone, and so what I need to do is I need to go to my Dropbox folder. So I'm going to type in Dropbox. I find Dropbox, I open it up, and I want to make sure that this file, test, is there. So I type in test, and I find the file. I now tap on the test file, and it brings up a bunch of interesting data, but notice I'm going to push the button in the bottom left-hand corner. And then I'm going to say open in, very important, open in, and then I'm going to choose co-writer. And there I have it. And so now, here I have my iPhone, and in my iPhone, it may be a little hard to see, but I now have my route already into my iPhone. And so now I can hit the play button and watch what happens, or listen to what happens. And this could be set up like in your headphones.
Review route on screen. Instructions begin as you start cycling.
And there you go. I can start cycling, and then he is going to drive me around on my new routes. So that's how you can ride on safe roads with somebody talking in your head about where to turn when you're in a place that you don't really know where you're at.